such an asshole!
Alright, asshole consulting. This is the third time now I've tried to film this video. And if the phone rings or my mother walks through the door without calling or anybody here, I'm going to kill you. And it'll be on tape and I'll go to jail. See, wow, how'd he go to, wow, so he had this great life and then his buddies walked in and he strangled him right there. Hello, Mr. Clary. I have 2 requests. Please keep me anonymous if you plan on doing a video response. I'm reaching out to your alternative email since I sent a request on the 10th. I've not heard back. Yes, thank you for doing that. Remember, check your spam because with asshole consulting, I do get back. I respond to every email. But check your spam folder if you haven't heard from back me in a while. And I also just have, Microsoft Office just has shitty email. So contact me at my Cappy account. If you don't hear back from me. First request, I'm about to turn into a 30-year-old virgin. I'd rather not turn into a 31-year-old virgin. Show me some way out. I fucking hate you, dude. Knock it the fuck off. You know what women want. They want a ripped dude who has lots of money. Your job is a part-time job. Every young man and old man's part-time job is to go to the gym. I understand you were lied to. We all were. But now we got the internet. The manosphere has been around for a decade. Right? And you know this now. This is not secret. Right? And for a lot of you, look, I understand if you're sent off to war. I understand as if it was my case in college where you're working full-time and going to school full-time. And as we'll find out, there's some elements of that. But you have not been in college for 8 damn years. Right? Which leads me to believe, like most of you perma-virgins, you're cowards, you're weaklings, and you don't have a spine. You got to go and ask girls out. You got to get used to the rejection. You're going to get stood up. This is what makes men stronger and more courageous than women. It's just true. This is why women, they're equal. It's like, not in this regard. You girls are really inferior because you're cowards. You don't have the balls to go up and ask a guy out. But we're not going to argue and debate the merits of equality of the sexes here in this particular capacity. Those are the rules. And you, like all these other perma-virgins, would really rankle my ire. Think that they'll show me a way out. Okay, the quickest way out is go get a whore. Fly out to Amsterdam or go to Vegas. Right? That's it. That's it. And I wish one of you guys would fucking do that. That's it. You get it, you scratch that itch, you realize pussy ain't all that great. And then you're like, oh, okay, that's what this was all about? But that's your way out. I answered your question. Now fucking go do it. Okay? I grew up rather poor. We moved to Canada by some sheer luck. I worked my ass off as an engineering. In pursuit of both mental and financial stability, software engineering in Canada paid little and I saw no growth. I moved to the United States to work at a large company last year. Again, I worked hard. I just got promoted, and that nudged me to reflect on my life. I've been neglecting everything that does not directly relate to either survival or family and close friends. I'm financially sound and have enough peace of mind to look elsewhere. Okay, you've left the first 2 stages of Maslow's hierarchy of needs quite some time ago. Now you go out. Not necessarily to a club or nightclub. You're going to start hitting the pavement and go find some pussy. Due to reasons that include constantly moving, I had no friends when I was a child, and that made me accustomed to being alone. Now that I have enough leisure time to feel alone, I feel lonely for the first time in my life. Right, yeah, you when you're food, clothing, like the problems I have today were not even a thought. When you're like, God, it'd be great to make rent. I realized that I threw my 20s away. No, you didn't. You had to invest in your 20s. Although I think your later 20s, once you got out of college, I think you did start pissing away. It's lamentable, but there's really no point in moping on spilled milk. I started taking stock of my situation as objectively as I could. I'm not physically fit. I started exercising. Well, there's your first problem. You're lazy, but you're changing that. That's good. Personal training sessions start next month. Some say it's a scam, but I'd rather learn proper forms to reduce my chances of injury. Yeah, it's smart. I mean, if you've never worked out, that's smart to do. I stutter, dislike my accent. I just don't talk very well as much as... Okay, stuttering, it's like ADHD and Asperger's. I 90% of the cases I don't believe. Is there such a thing as legitimate stuttering? Sure. Is there such a thing? I know one couple who I believe 100%. And when they said their kid had Asperger's, I'm like, okay, I believe you. But we don't do it now. You sound like, oh, I'm just shy. Get a fucking spine. I wonder if testosterone would cure it. Just stop stuttering. I know that sounds so cold and impassioned. Think about what you're going to say, then say it. I've started practicing speech and reading stuff aloud. I'll even be seeing a speech therapist as well. Okay, cool. I've never took care of my skin. They could probably... You wonder why you don't have girls. And they could probably be better. I'm throwing money at it. Don't throw money at it. Change your diet. Change it. Are you eating Doritos like the typical fucking software engineering fuck? Never had a hobby outside of projects of reading. I don't meet people. I start looking into meetups. Good. There you go. I think one of your hobbies, if you're out in that area, you got wonderful hiking. I'd get into mountain climbing. I'd get into hiking. You got a ton of hiking. You got your backyard at some of the greatest hiking in the United States. I'd do that. I realize my hair is thinning at a dangerous rate. I'm seeing a doctor tomorrow. All right, well, your hair's going to thin if it's going to thin. Maybe diet will help, but don't do the comb over. You got to shave it. Go Bruce Willis. As you can see, most of these points are inward observations of personal improvements that only involve myself. There are no other people in this calculus, and I might as well be talking about leveling up a game character. Getting laid is a big concern. Like I said, go overseas, go find a whore. I'd also like to lay some white women too. Yeah. I'm an Asian. It's a fantasy. I'm like, God, they really sold you kids on the American movies and the TV. If you haven't even dated girls, I mean, look, don't limit yourself to white women. The best woman out there may not be white for you. White? Huh? Get it right? Huh? The Asian pun? The fucking accent? Ronry. I ran a right woman. I'm just busting your nuts. You can stop. No, it's... I mean, fine. Go get a white whore then. And trust you me, you don't... There's a lot to be said for... If you want to... Banging, fine. Bang whoever will take you and you're attracted to. But long term, I don't know if you really want to be looking at white women. I know you guys are trained to view it as a trophy. I know. I see the occasional black football guy dragging out his whore white wife. They don't really like each other. It's just, it's a status symbol. All right? I get that. All right? You're not in the competition of status. Status is not a game you want to win. All right? Fine. Scratch that itch. Bang a white chick. But, honestly, I go back to the home country if you're looking for a wife. Because it's a completely different ball game then. But you're not even there. You're going to scare women away. You got to work on yourself. But I'm more concerned that I feel lonely for the first time in my life. I feel my time is too fleeting and precious to let me figure out things out myself in time. I'd appreciate any guys with wisdom and a kick in the butt as you see fit. All right, look, I'll grant you, you're not the 100% helpless, lazy fucking nerd. You're that, but you did have a background that necessitated you spend your time on survival. A lot of, especially a lot of poor people can relate to that. And no matter how poor I was, I'd still manage to ask a girl out or two. But yeah, I mean, if you don't have time to go hunt for a girl because you got to survive, that's just going to suffer. So I would forgive yourself in that capacity. But when I was 23, bam, I was out of college, and I was out banging chicks and dating, and then I made up for lost time. You didn't make up for lost time. You've been willow wallowing and being an ugly, fat, acne, pimpled face fuck. Well, that's your fault. Your diet's probably shit. You're not working out. But now you've changed that. Now you're coming around. So, guidance and wisdom. Do what you're doing now. Your plan's good. Work out. Change your diet. You didn't mention anything about diet. Dude, you got to diet right. All right? And you think, doctor, I'll go to a doctor. No. And on top of it, you can have fun while working out because, once again, you live in some of the greatest fucking hiking in the United States. I know you don't want me to tell people where it is, but, dude, I would, and I have, when I've gone out to these mountainous areas, your place in particular, I come back 5 to 10 pounds lighter after 2 weeks because I'm always hiking. So I would go and look at that. Now, the meetups is a good thing, too. You're going to go out and meet social people. As always, I recommend ballroom dancing, not to meet girls, but to know how to interact around them. All right? That's to be comfortable around women. And then go find a whore in Vegas. Be done with it. And after 3 to 4 years, you're going to be more comfortable, and then you'll bang your white chick. And then you'll be like, oh, God, Jesus, they're not like that in the movies. Second request, please feel free to do a separate video response. I rather enjoyed your recent video on the American health system. As a Canadian moved to the United States, I'm still confounded by this system. You talked about the real response being long, thousands of dollars worth, and the guy opted for a quick 130. Please give 100. Yeah, I can't talk. Look, if you guys want me to talk about my opinion of the United States health system, it's going to take me a solid week to study that fucking thing. Beyond what cursory things I know about it. But yeah, and we agree with that. So yeah, there's your deal, dude. You know what you have to do. You're actually doing it. I don't think you gotta throw money at the doctor. You seem to want to throw money at every problem. And if the Democrat Party's taught you something, or the Labour Party, or no, what's the Canadian Party? The NDP? Whatever. You're finding out that throwing money doesn't solve the problem. Hard work and effort does. And it looks like you're on that path. But yeah, you're doing what you gotta do. But man, that hike, I'm kind of just envious. You get to, it's like right there. It's like right, and multiple canyons. I mean, it's awesome where you get to go hiking. So that's it. All right, you guys got questions? Come talk to America's older brother. We'll even help Canadians at assholeconsulting.com. We'll see you kids later. Toodles.